Hi, welcome to the Culinary Cookies podcast and blog. I'm your host, Catherine. Today is Thursday, August 29th, 2013, and this is episode 31. Okay, this is take two. My colors weren't working out. Hopefully they're better this time. Okay, we're going to start with finished objects, and I have a couple. I'm just going to actually do show notes for you guys. I finished a few things. I finished one square for my blankets. It's just the brown, and my light is really weird. There will be pictures at some point. Once I have internet access on my computer, I will start a project for the bigger squares. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, then I finished socks. So that is not accurate, but it's better than it was the first time. So these are the Viva Jade socks. Yeah, not bad. It's kind of more turquoise than jade, but it's better than before. So this is Red Heart Viva print, Red Heart Super Saver Viva print, and this is Red Heart Comfort in the jade colorway. These are my normal socks. It's the Lazy Weekend socks by Lone Miser, except I just do a short cuff because we wear them as slippers. So this is one pair of socks done, and I didn't weave in my ends yet. Pictures are done though. Once they're Kitchener, they're done. Okay, next up on the FOs are the Plumberry socks. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the dark plum colorway, and Red Heart Super Saver in the Plumberry colorway. Again, 48 stitches around, Lone Miser Lazy Weekend socks pattern on US 4s. And then Mom Socks number 7. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the dark sage colorway, and US Super Saver in the Williamsburg print. Williamsburg print colorway. So yeah, 3 pairs of socks done. And I was figuring it out, I have 9 more pairs of socks to knit this year. Okay. What I'm working on now, more socks. So I'm just going to write in seven and okay. What I'm working on. Again, more socks. There's going to be lots of socks from now on. I have a fingering weight sock on the needles. I'm knitting these on US 2s in the, Patent Croy sock stripes in the Mulberry Stripes colorway on 72 stitches. And yes, you can see I have a little bit of yarn left, but my aunt wanted them matching, and she's paying me for these socks, so she gets what she wants. So try to show you all the colors. So far there's 2 pinks, navy, and brown. and I'm almost to the light pink again. So this is sock number 1. I haven't cast on the second sock yet. Well, I did cast it on, but I haven't did any on it. So these are just going to be plain stockinette socks once I'm get to the heel. Sorry, cat distracted me outside. So there's one project. Okay. And I'm still working on a square for my blanket, but it didn't get pulled in here because I didn't work on it this week. I am in the middle of casting on another pair of the Lazy Weekend socks. This is Craft Smart yarn value. It's 244 yards. It's 100% acrylic. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this. Givenery? Genivy, or that's the colorway. It's colorway number 17. Maybe I'll just call it that. And this is stuff that I got at Michael's. So I just love it. It just makes me happy. Lime green and bright turquoise blue and then dark purple and like a navy royal blue color. I just love it. So I'm just casting on. Well, I think I have my 48 stitches. So this is going to be the sock. And then the heel and toe are going to be this color. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the light plum colorway. So I just started these. Like I just cast on before I started recording. Okay, so that's all my works in progress. Up next, more socks. Another pair for Mom. This will be pair number 8. This is the Williamsburg print. Red Heart Super Saver Williamsburg. And this, they'll be the opposites again. I like having her socks matchy, but opposites, like opposites attract. And the color for heels and toes, and the other sock for the main color, is Red Heart Super Saver in the country blue colorway. This is like deep stash, basically, because I haven't bought this colorway for like probably 3 years. No, I'd say 2 years. For at least 2 years, I haven't bought any. Well, every time I go to the city, I buy like 2 or 3 skeins of it, so I have lots in my stash. But I love it, so. It was one of my go-to colorways. Sorry, excuse me. And then, another pair of socks. This is Red Heart Comfort, and I'm not entirely, I can't entirely remember the name. But if you buy the Comfort, Red Heart Comforts, it's really easy. The light green, here, I can just, that green, that's kiwi. The purple is grape, and the teal is called light teal. So, if you buy any of those 3 colors, this yarn will match it. And then, of course, I'm knitting it. We'll be knitting it with grape. Again, it's going to be the Variegated is the main color for both socks, and then grape will be toes and heels. Okay, so that is all I'm working on. We were in the city on the weekend. Sorry, I'm going to be comfy. And I bought a book. I bought Teach Yourself Visually Knitting. Now, I'm not going to go through everything. It's a thick book. It opens pretty flat, which I like. And they just have it organized really well. They have Getting Started, which I didn't really have to read. Tells you about different kinds of yarn, different kinds of notions, and all that kind of stuff. Then they have Basic Techniques. So making a slip knot, casting on, holding needles in yarn, knit English method, purl English method, so on and so forth. Which hopefully, since I've been knitting for 10 years, I should know all this. But I like the pictures. I'm a visual knitter, but just that picture yarn, I just love it. This is a very good book if you are a visual learner. Because I know I do stuff wrong when I'm knitting, but that's because I had to fly by the seat of my pants, and that's just how I ended up doing it. Then it has basic stitch patterns. Sorry, getting some glare. This one's basically just knitting and purling. Goes through just simple stitch patterns and then ribs. More complicated knitting and purl stitch patterns. Then it goes on to shaping. I like it because they're color coded at the top. Correcting mistakes. Learning to read written instructions. Yeah, I'll just go through the front and see. You probably have an index. They do. Knitting in the round. That's chapter 7. Chapter 8 is bobbles, cables, and textured stitches. Chapter 9 is open work, so lace. Chapter 10 is color knitting. Chapter 11 is finishing techniques. Chapter 12 is finishing details. Chapter 13 is decorative details. Chapter 14 is easy knitting projects. Chapter 15 is more knitting projects. Chapter 16 is modifiable patterns for hats, socks, and mittens. I basically copied everything out of the socks because, that's what I'm knitting. But yeah, it has, here, I'll show you. For sock pages, that's all socks. It doesn't look a lot considering how big the whole book is, but that's a lot of sock information. And they have lots of good tables on what sizes you're going to use and all sorts of jazz like that. For me, I like cuff down socks with a gusset heel. And I just do a stockinette heel flap, but at some point I'm going to try a heel stitch heel flap or the slip stitch heel flap or one of those. I just did a stockinette one just because I apparently did not read the pattern good enough first time. But yeah, here, really nice pictures. Whoops. Yeah, I really like it. I'm standing at Costco at the table where this was. And I'm looking at it, and looking at it, and looking at it. And my sister just finally says, just buy it already. So I did. And I really like it because it gives me lots of information that I will be needing soon. So, that is it. We are at 14 minutes, 14 and a half. So, I will let you go. We figured out what we need for internet, so hopefully that will be coming soon. Okay, I'll talk to you guys there. Bye.